The man aimed at an antelope, pulled the trigger, but accidentally shot it in the rear. Watching the antelope run in the opposite direction, he didn't panic. He picked up the spent casing and gave chase. But when he arrived at the location, he noticed a large pool of blood. Something felt off immediately. Following the trail of blood, he soon spotted an injured hunting dog nearby, but he hadn't shot it. Realizing there must have been a gunfight in the area, he quickly tracked in the opposite direction. Before long, he came upon several vehicles at the foot of the mountain. Wanting to understand the situation, he cautiously moved closer to investigate. Everyone on the ground was already dead. He moved behind one of the trucks to check, and to his surprise, he discovered a full load of cargo. If the goods were still here, then someone must have taken the money and fled, possibly badly wounded. Sure enough, under a large tree nearby, he spotted a lone figure, but instead of rushing over, he crouched quietly in place for half an hour. Only after confirming there was no movement, did he slowly approach. The man under the tree was already dead. Opening the case next to him, he found $2 million inside. He knew this money could bring serious trouble, but how could anyone walk away from cash in hand? He immediately picked up the case and left. He arrived at a roadside motel, carefully hid the case inside the air vent of room 137, then deliberately checked into the neighboring room 138. At that moment, a hitman had already followed him. The killer locked onto room 137 as his target, removed his shoes and crept closer, then used a captive bolt gun to blow out the door lock. He started firing indiscriminately. Suddenly, he saw a hand in the mirror. Someone inside was begging for their life. Calmly, not wanting to stain his clothes, the hitman closed the curtains. Although everyone in the room was taken out, he couldn't find the case. Unbeknownst to him, the man had already pulled it into the next room through the vent. It wasn't until he noticed the scratches in the duct that the hitman realized what had happened. But he wasn't about to give up. Using the same method, he sealed off the man's door. However, the man had already escaped. He checked into another motel, but as he lay in bed, something didn't feel right. To confirm his suspicion, he quickly opened the case and searched through the cash. Sure enough, he found a tracking device. The blinking red light was flashing faster and faster. It felt like the killer was right behind him.